Time now for your JCTV Daily News Update with the latest in news.
Construction for Jamestown's new $52 million hospital is officially underway.
Covering your local weather.
Just how cold, you ask? Well, the temperature is above zero, but just barely at 2 degrees, and that's without the wind.
And the latest in Jimmy athletics.
Junior Allie Edwards had 13 kills leading the team.
For your JCTV Daily News Update, here's Lyndon Schmidt.
Hello and welcome to your JCTV Daily News Update. I'm Lyndon Schmidt. In national news, Obama demands a vote on health care. Yesterday, President Barack Obama urged Congress to vote yes or no on new health care legislation in the next few weeks by endorsing a plan that denies Senate Republicans the right to stall the bill with a filibuster. Obama said, quote, "I don't see how another year of negotiations would help. The insurance companies aren't starting over," end quote. According to the Jamestown Sun, the outcome will affect nearly every American, either making major changes in the way they receive and pay for health care or leaving current systems in place. Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell of Kentucky said that a decision by Democrats to bar filibusters would be met with outrage by the public. And in campus news, the African trip that nursing students have taken the past 3 years will be extended to other majors in 2011. Here's Ronnie LaCroix with more on that story.
For 3 years now, the nursing program on Jamestown College campus has taken a trip to Chogoria, Kenya. Chogoria is one of many small villages in Africa suffering from poverty and other disadvantages. I talked to nursing professor Terry Rittenbach, who went on the trip last year, and told me what the students experienced. There are many goals the program has, like learning the Kenyan culture. Dr. Rittenbach told me that the program is really working towards its humanitarian efforts.
Tremendous poverty there, shortage of resources, so we spend several months collecting things to take with us. This year, our two primary things were books, and we used some of our elementary schools around to help us. We collected well over 1,000 books, and everybody packed a suitcase full of supplies. And then we took a lot of medication with us this year, a lot of Tylenol, which they do use.
The students also get to experience Africa outside the hospitals and classrooms and outside the compound facility, in what Terry called field trips. The students and faculty end their trip with something usually fun.
We travel, again, about another 5 miles from Nairobi in a different direction to a large natural refuge for animals and go on a safari there. And that was absolutely amazing.
One thing that is different on this trip this year is Chaplain Darren Naminga that went along. He is the first of many to follow non-nursing majors to go on the trip. I talked to Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Gary Watts, who told me about the new budget that is allowing for more students to go on this educational opportunity.
With a foundation. The foundation is called the Fish Foundation. It so happened that one of our institutional advancement people made contact with the director of that foundation, who happened to be an alumna of Jamestown College. So that organization sent the director and another person out to Jamestown College, and Jackie and I and others met with them. And they were very interested in what we were doing in Kenya, so they offered to let us write a grant application, which we did, and we received a grant of $75,000.
The money received from the Fish Foundation will go to scholarships for students going on the trip and supplies. The next trip to Chogoria will be the summer of 2011.
Thanks, Ronnie. You can read more about the nursing trip to Chogoria in today's issue of the Collegian. And in other campus news, everyone's excited for spring break. I know I am, because I'll be spending the week right here in tropical North Dakota. Lucky me. As a reminder, the bookstore and post office will close at 1 p.m. Friday. Also, the cafeteria will close at 6 p.m. and the Jimmy Java Hut closes at 4 p.m., both on Friday. And now for your weather. Tonight we'll have a low of 23 degrees, just 6 degrees off the high we had this afternoon. The low will come with 7-mile-per-hour winds. Friday afternoon, we'll have a high of 30 degrees with overcast skies, and those come with 7-mile-per-hour winds from the southeast. Now, I'm sure you've heard about the moisture we're expected to get this spring. It's supposed to be on par with what we had last year when we had the flooding. However, I checked the Farmer's Almanac, and it says that we should have a warmer spring than usual with a little less snow and rain. Hopefully the warmer weather we've been getting lately is a sign that the farmers are just right. In Jimmy's sports, today's a big day for our athletes. Both men's and women's track and field teams will be competing at nationals, as will men's wrestling. The national track meet is a 3-day ordeal starting with the heptathlon and pentathlon. Today, Josh Ewalt will compete in the heptathlon and Sarah Skipper will compete in the pentathlon. The men's and women's 4x100 meter relay teams will run in the prelims today as well. Over in Oklahoma City, where the men's wrestling team will be competing at nationals, are the following athletes: Sean Blumhart, Joseph Michael, Brandon Rarick, Pat Nord, Anthony Clay, BJ Mosley, Willie Hernandez, and Aaron Field. We wish those guys good luck, and updates for both sports are available on the NAIA's website. Additionally, the national tournament brackets for basketball were announced yesterday. If you haven't heard yet, the Jimmy women earned the number 2 seed in their region and will take on Indiana Southwest. The men's team qualified for the tournament with an automatic bid by winning the DAC championship and is unseeded. They placed 6th seed in defending national champ Oklahoma Wesleyan. Senior guard Jacob Tex Kelsey said, quote, "The game should be fun, seeing as a lot of the team members on Oklahoma Wesleyan are guys I played with in high school," end quote. And that's it for your broadcast. For everybody here at the Jamestown College Student Media Center, this has been Lyndon Schmidt with your JCTV Daily News Update, connecting the campus with the community.